Welcome back to PicoCalc. Yes, told you I had another project coming. It's here. It's back. So, what do we have here? AI on the PicoCalc. AI is taking over. Or is it? I don't know. This one has some pros and cons. We have Ollama. Have you heard of it? Probably not. I just heard of it. But some people weren't late like me, right? But if you're just waking up to this, it is cool. It's sort of an offline AI model. So it doesn't reach out to the internet, which is kind of cool in a way. So if you want to just chat with the AI bot privately, it's on your home computer. No, it doesn't live on here. I did try that with the Lyra, but that didn't quite work out. Needs a little bit more processing power and a slightly different chip. So that is a egg we will fry another day. Ha ha. Okay, so what will you need for this one? So before we get to that, maybe we'll have a little bit of fun. I did ask it one question. What is Lofi music? Maybe we'll say what WHAT is 22, say, times 875. I don't know. Just thinking. Oh, yeah. Looks like 16,890. I didn't know that. Maybe I'm not a math whiz, or maybe I am. I don't know. Maybe in my deep recesses. Anywho, let's get into more. Let's dig deeper. How do we do this? So, number one, you are going to need a Pico 2W. A, it has more processing power. And B, it will allow you to communicate with other devices either over Bluetooth or Wi-Fi in this case. Cool. So that must be installed in here first. They're like $15 or less in most countries with the whole shipping situation. What a drag, right? Hope that gets fixed sooner than later, because you gotta import the good stuff, right? Right. Okay. So let me shift onto my computer. So Ollama has a different structure, in my opinion, which is kind of cool. So you don't just download one AI and it's good at everything. Some of them have different strengths and weaknesses. All right. So they have some that are good for thinking. They have some that are good for embedding. I don't know what's going on here. Anywho, and they have some good general purpose models as well. Let me just go back to the models. So DeepSeek, they have Gemma 3, hopefully I pronounced that. Llama 4, that one is big. I did not install that. 67 gigs, what a commitment. I just can't. I don't know about you. I don't want to give up that much disk space. Llama 3.3, I believe I have that one. Let me show you how to check what you have. So one of the prerequisites for this project is that it must be downloaded to your computer. So let's go back to their main page. Likely it'll detect the system that you're on. I'm on Mac OS. You just click download, hit downloads, follow those instructions. Make sure that it works on your computer first before you dive too deeply into this project, as it is required. All right. See what else. So I did install it and I did start it. Okay. So for your start.sh, let me cat that. It's very simple. I just have Ollama underscore host equal to all zeros space Ollama serve. All right. So it just lets anyone that's on your network connect to it. Few caveats there. So if you're on a Mac, firewall, make sure you add Ollama as an application that can receive traffic. Fairly simple. You can do that on your own. If you get stuck, you know what to do. Get in the comments. All right. Okay, so that's the start. The other thing that you'll need to do is before you hit the start button to serve, you'll need to change the permissions and basically add execute. You can see it right here, tiny at the bottom, chmod space plus sign, then the X space start underscore ollama.sh. You will need that. Definitely need the execute permissions. All right. Where can you find this wonderful project? GitHub, of course. So you can just go to github.com, Lofi Fren, dive into PicoCalc, okay? And I believe this one is an SD and PyScripts. So it lives right here. It is a fresh new upload. And this video is for it. This mostly assumes that you've already installed some of my other projects. There are some dependencies for this one. You will need Wi-Fi Manager, and Wi-Fi Manager needs Brad for sure. I will briefly go into some of the first-time user stuff. I do have another video. I will tag it, but let me find Thani. So Thani is an application that will kind of help you boot for the, or help you get programs in and out of your PicoCalc, okay? So I've been rummaging through here quite a bit, all right? So on the side, I do have sort of a files menu. So if you go to view, you want to make sure that files is ticked, else you really can't do too much with this thing, okay? Anywho, all right, so even before you do that, and before you even install your 2W in here, it would be easy to hold down your boot cell button here, just hold it down, and then plug in your micro USB, not USB-C, don't get fooled. See the ridges on the bottom? Yes, you'll need that. So you kind of wiggle him in here somehow. Oh my goodness, you are fighting today. Why? Don't fight me. I am your father. I am. Okay, you just don't want to do it today. I understand, man. It's cool. Maybe I'm doing it upside. I was doing it upside down. Okay. Let me. I think I struggled in peace there because you guys didn't even see it. I wasn't showing it. All right. So what you do here is you want to hold this button down, and then you'll snap that in. Okay. And when you do that, this guy will show up as a USB device somewhere. Somewhere over the rainbow. Yes, right here. So what you'll do is you'll maybe have your downloads and you'll drag that guy over. What guy specifically? I do have a firmware folder. Give credit to Ziodante. He created this particular UF2. So make sure you download that right here. Boom, goes to your downloads. All right. And then drag that into this folder and it will eject itself. That's how you know that you have a good file. Period. All right. We won't do this for this device as it's for my other PicoCalc. So that's the first thing you do if you don't have MicroPython at all. All right. Make sure you have backups of whatever it is that you have prior to doing that. Do it at your own risk. Full disclaimer and such. All right, so let's get on with the show. So if you're a first-time user, you will just need to kind of probably just download this whole thing, to be honest with you, so that you have some files to work with. But the main files that you're going to be concerned with for your first time is the boot and the SD check, okay? And those will go on the root of your drive. And there are some nuances to plugging this thing up. So After you install this guy, so put him in here gently. Don't mess with your screen. Make sure it's off. That means no green light. Okay, you'll kind of flip him over, ridges to you, and you will plug him in. After you plug it in, you will wait. That's what you will do. You will wait. You will not rush. Why? Let me show you. Let me show you why you will wait. So here, down in the right-hand corner, it takes a while for these to show up properly. This is the dev CU USB modem. That's this guy. That's this little guy here that I'll show up in the very, very top because I'm taking over most of my screen. Okay. So once you have that guy, you click on him. Cool. All right. Slide this over. I actually have no idea what some of these windows are. I've never seen them before. Okay. That means that you are connected to the board and the board only. Okay. Should show my face on this one. To the board and the board only. You don't have the green light, which means that you don't have the SD card. Okay. Make sure you have SD card. All right. So how do we do that? So number one, we are connected to the board. We have our USB in. We waited for it to show up. All right. And if this is your first time, right, make sure that you get your boot file. Cool. Make sure that that's in there. SD check. Make sure your module guys are in there. Your PicoCalc display and your VT terminal. You want to make sure that they're there. For your SD card stuff, you want to wait. Let me show you why. All right. Now, once again, no green light. And it's time. We are going to press and hold the power button. And then we're going to wait again. But upon waiting this time, we will not get anything displayed on our screen. We just won't, regardless of if it's your first time or not. With this build, it's just how it is. I'm closing my eyes for this one. Okay. Now, in order to get your SD card involved, you will need to type import boot. This is assuming that you have boot installed, and you can do it in this state prior to the green light, if you wish. So import boot, enter. We wait some more. SD card initializing. Awesome. It pulled up the main menu. And you didn't even see it. Wow. Man. But imagine that happened. So you type in boot. This wonderful thing comes across. And you feel that sense that you've accomplished something. You know, you did it. All right. So you need to get rid of this menu. All right. You need to exit out. Now, when you go to the little hamburger over here, you can refresh and your SD card will pop up, right? Because we just loaded it, we debugged it, did the code on that. It was painful at the time. All right, so drill in here. Make sure that you at least have a pi_scripts, directory. Dive in there some more. Okay, cool. You can see the whole thing. That's great. That's not what you want to do. Double click on this guy. All right. And there is an easier way. You could CD into it after you've booted, green light plus boot, so that you have your SD card, so that you don't have to menu dive. All right. On the same note, in your directory on your computer, you're going to want to get into your PiScripts directory. Okay. So that you're flat, you're even. For this topic, we're just talking about Ollama. You'll make sure you right click on that and you'll upload to your SD/pi_scripts. Make sure that that's there. Make sure you have your Brad. Make sure you have your Wi-Fi manager. Coolness. If you have those, you're pretty much good to go. All right. So what is next? I think that's it. It's time for us to pull the freaking cord. Boom. We pulled the cord. Green light still on. No screen. That's cool. No problem. Power off. Wait a moment. Power back on. And then you do some more waiting. Why? Because this is the PicoCalc. It's a feature. is for people who are patient and determined. You will find that out. I will help you, but I can't carry you. You know what I'm saying? I cannot carry you. All right. So in our case, on our menu, it is number 6. So we will press 6. And if it's your first time running this program and you have not run the Wi-Fi manager, you actually might want to run that first. You'll need to enter your credentials for your network or hotspot or whatever it is that you have. If you don't trust it, don't do it. Don't do it. Look through the code, whatever you need to do to feel happy, but you'll have to have some level of trust in this world, I guess. All right. So, the other important thing, which I did not do, share my screen, because it's a very good example of why we're hanging. We didn't start Ollama, so we need to start that first. So we would have already done our ch mod to change our permissions. Now we start. And at this point, we are able to serve. Coolness. I talked about that determination, right? Frozen. So you're going to need to hard power off. Green light off. Power back on. It's not for the faint of heart. Then you wait some more. Because that's what we do. We do push-ups. We do squats. All that. Super determined. All right, number 6. Wait some more. More waiting. More waiting. Might be a feature. Might be a bug. Might have to improve it. Okay. All right, we'll try again. I did see some life activity on my screen though. I did get the 200 status, which is cool. Got my get from my API tags, so it seems like that's a sign. So I'm not gonna have you guys just flapping in the dark, but I think sometimes people don't show the pain of the journey. You need to know the pain, to have respect for this thing. Or for do-it-yourself projects. All right, we're going to try number 6 again for the third time. There we go. Super long network name. All right, we own. So when this thing first starts, you're going to need to choose which of the models you have installed. You should have installed at least one model on your computer prior to firing this up on your PicoCalc. All right, I'm just going to choose 4 to make it easy. Cool, it says prompt, and we're under the prompt. Sorry. Let's see. Don't ask this particular AI, like, what day is it? It doesn't freaking know, okay? It is a local AI. It has general knowledge stuff. If you want the latitude of some particular city, it has it. It can figure it out. I don't know how it has it, but it does. If you want sports history of who won the NBA championship in 1947, you know what? Let's do that. NBA champ in, let's go 1970. Long before I was born. The NBA champion for the 1969 to 1970 season was the Los Angeles Lakers, well before LeBron got here. And they defeated the Knicks. The Knicks. Wonder who's going to win the chip this year. Who y'all got? Get in the comments. Get in the comments. It's been a weird NBA year, But anyway, I think that this is a good way to kind of wrap this thing up. I hope you enjoyed some of the ramble. If you didn't, skip through it. or you hope you skip through it if you don't enjoy that sort of thing. But hope you learned something. Happy exploring. Be determined. If it doesn't work the first time, don't complain. Keep working or work to improve it. We build muscles over here. Bust through walls, whatever. Love y'all. Love yourselves. Love other people regardless. Be great. Catch y'all next time. Peace. 2 fingers. Let's get out of here.